With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Let's go, 18 Gator. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20 and taken at the 46.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Watch out, watch out.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 43 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 2nd and 15. And his throw here's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to keep it here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
50, play.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of...
And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken short. And a nice job there on special teams. As he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
On the ready. 50, X50. X3. 218, chop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, Nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi